Right, now before we get into this video, I did just get a drink from the shop and realised that they actually now sell Mr. Beast chocolate. I didn't even know they sold this in the UK. Obviously, I haven't tried it yet, so I thought, to start this video, why don't I try it and give you the quickest possible review ever. Mr. Beast Bar Crunch. Yeah, not gonna lie, it tastes like very cheap chocolate. That's, 5 out of 10. Very average. Mr. Beast Bar Original Flavour. Yeah, I mean, that's even more disappointing, I can't lie. The thing is, it's kind of a known fact by now that American chocolate isn't as good as UK chocolate. Very sorry to let you know, but that is genuinely so average. 5 out of 10. But now that I have lived my lifelong dream of becoming a food reviewer, let's actually get into the point of this video, shall we? So there's a TikToker called Dan in Toronto with 44,000 followers who just posted genuinely the most harmless video I think I've ever seen. And it's very important to clarify that this video is harmless, as we'll see later on in the video.
When I told my dad I was going to be getting him the same pans that Gordon Ramsay has, he was so excited. I'm talking about the Hex-Clad pans, and today my dad is going to be showing us how to make a stir-fried veggie and chicken with some fried rice.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I know how this situation ends, and it's mental that it came from this video. This is a video of someone's dad making food and testing out his new pans that he's really excited about. It genuinely couldn't get more harmless if you tried. But somehow this video got some hate. From one person in particular. Must be a tough life living life on easy mode. Now, it'd be understandable if you read that comment and thought that was a joke. In fact, the person who actually made the TikTok video also thought it was a joke and decided to reply by saying, "Lucky to have parents who make it possible." To which this user then replies saying, "Yeah, we get it. You have no skills and family money." Now, the reason why this comment is so mental is because this isn't just from a random user, you know, who's anonymous and doesn't have the name or picture on the profile and feels like they just want to go around trolling people. This is from an actual successful company called ParchmentPaper.com. Parchment paper being what Americans call baking paper, I believe. I think that's right. Maybe we say it too. I've never heard about it before. But either way, they've actually got the URL, ParchmentPaper.com. Like, it's a big company. So the idea that they would just go on TikTok and comment on the most harmless video possible, just being incredibly rude to someone, is a bit baffling. And I also don't really get it. Like, yeah, we get it, you have no skills and family money. What, because her dad cooked food? So if your parent cooks you a meal, you automatically have nothing to give to the world. You have 0 skills. I mean, I guess it makes sense. And even worse than that, Daniel here is insinuating that this TikToker, Dan in Toronto, is like privileged and it came from money and whatnot, when in actual reality, that's not true.
Of you to include founder and CEO and all of your information, actually. Thank you for letting me know that I get to frolic through life. Considering my parents literally grew up in mud huts, worked their ass off to get out of India.
So yeah, not only was Daniel's comment just not needed in the first place, it's so incredibly untrue. Now this TikTok user, Dan in Toronto, actually reached out to the company thinking, okay, right, is the company hacked? Is that what's going on here? Maybe they've just hired a really bad social media admin? Like, what is actually happening? To which the founder and CEO himself, Brandon Howard, actually replied to this TikTok user in the most baffling way possible. "I don't consider stating factual information as cyberbullying, but if you're offended over a comment about having no skill set while getting to frolic through life with family money as bullying, I'd call the cyberbully police. Delete the comment and move on. Cheers." Like, honestly, I am so confused. Like, this response and situation itself makes 0 sense, and it actually gets worse and worse as we go on here. Like, Brandon Howard is only just starting to lose his mind at this point. Like, what made you feel like you should comment that on a video? Again, the most harmless video possible. And especially considering you clearly can't take criticism well in the single slightest. I mean, we'll get to that, but let's just say this has ended in a potential lawsuit, which again is mental. And then, in case replying to the email wasn't already enough, they went back to the same video to comment further. Cyberbullying is even more funny, and the fact you emailed us to tell us is actually hilarious. Enjoy frolicking through life and leave the rest up to us adults who create actual economic value without a trust fund. What actually is his problem? I'm really struggling to understand why he's so angry. Now, Divine in Toronto did actually upload a video, as we can see here, with 1.8 million views, just going through these comments and giving her opinions. And as you can imagine, people were on her side, obviously. It's parchment paper, bro. I think he's overstating his importance to the world. Like, yeah, in all honesty, who really looks at the branding for what baking paper or parchment paper they want to use? I mean, I just pick up the first one I see in the store, but maybe people do care about the brand, but I don't think it's such a big thing that people won't be willing to drop this company and no longer use them because of this. Again, I don't really know how big this company is. They might not be that big. I mean, they have the classic stuff in the bio, say like #1 online source for parchment paper, award-winning paper products since 2015, which realistically means nothing. I mean, actually looking at the website, it seems like they advise people to almost like roll joints with this. Like, am I taking this right? I mean, in the media, they've got black label rolling papers rolling into 2024 with the blaze of success. So is that the actual use case for this? I'm so confused. Black label paper surpasses $1 billion in retail cannabis extract packaging sold. I mean, if that's true, they clearly are a huge company, which makes it even more baffling that the CEO spent his time commenting on people's TikTok videos, just sending them a bunch of hate for no reason. Now, actually looking into it a bit, I believe that black label paper, like, owns or is partnered with the Parchment Paper side of the company. So even though they've apparently made over $1 billion in sales, that of course doesn't mean that the Parchment Paper side of it does. And I believe that Jack is only the CEO of the Parchment Paper side of it. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm gathering here. But either way, after this video was posted talking about the emails and the comments, obviously people started leaving bad reviews and like commenting on like social medias. I mean, just looking at Trustpilot right now, we can see loads saying like very disturbing customer service, 0 stars, piece of shit CEO. Yikes. I mean, they're all negative. And this is where Daniel really started panicking, which again is ironic because he was happy to send hate to some random girl online, but as soon as he starts getting a bit of hate, he loses his mind. PSA, we do not or ever had a TikTok account. We made one comment on IG about not having skills and frolicking through life, which is not even close to the messages we have received. For all of you who have sent fraudulent reviews, harassing, threatening, vulgar messages, etc., we have all of your IP addresses and personal information and will be included in a defamation lawsuit, so get your daddy's checkbook out ready. I mean, it almost seems like you're insinuating that you're being cyberbullied now, but of course, that's not a real thing, is it, Daniel? And also, a defamation lawsuit, yeah, I think good luck with that. If you're really gonna try and sue people who left bad reviews and maybe lied and said that they had your product, it wasn't very good, then maybe you have somewhat of a case. I still don't really think it's gonna go very far to review online. But there is an absolute 0 chance, in my personal opinion, again, not a lawyer, but I just don't see a world where they are able to sue, first of all, the TikToker who made the video because they just showed the comments and the email that you sent yourself and give their opinions about it. And secondly, anyone who's left a review saying that they think they're a bad CEO because of the way they've acted, because that is just an opinion. But yeah, like I mentioned before, he has actually personally threatened legal action to the TikToker who made the video, which is mind-boggling because he genuinely has 0 case in my opinion. It's not defamation if you tell the truth, and that's what she did. She literally showed the comments and the email on screen and then voiced her opinions about it. That just isn't defamation in the single slightest. But when we see the cease and desist, and I put cease and desist in quotation marks because it's quite funny when we get to that, but when we see the cease and desist, it becomes very clear that Daniel probably knows less about the law than I do. But if we're carrying on with his like Instagram rampage, he then goes on to dox random people who have left reviews. We have everyone's personal information that has called and left threatening voicemails or texts and IP addresses if they made a fraudulent review to be included in a defamation lawsuit if this continues. Like, are you not embarrassed, Daniel, mate? Like, you found it hilarious when this woman was offended by what you had commented, but now you seem awfully offended. He, of course, carries on and posts a bunch more stuff on Instagram. How to piss off 20-year-old girls on social media with no life skills. Make a comment about having no life skills. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. Yeah, I'll be honest, Daniel, mate, it does seem like you're the one who's the most bothered here. You're literally going on an Instagram rampage crying about the whole situation. People crying about comments regarding their lack of skills in real life and brag about their family money. Cyberbully. Grow up, kids. Daniel, we've been through this. The only person crying is clearly you. You threatened a lawsuit because you got some bad comments. Like, who's actually crying here? Thank you for the free promotion and new orders while I sit at the beach drinking Mai Tai. Ah yes, the classic unbothered approach when you are clearly so fucking bothered. He even started a sale and called it the Crybaby Special. Our thousands of real customers will appreciate this. Again, this is of course coming from someone who is not bothered about the situation apparently. Thanks to all the non-woke new followers for snagging our cookbook. Yeah, again, mate, you're not fooling anybody. No one is snagging up your cookbook, let's be honest here. And now we get to the point where Daniel has well and truly lost his mind. He's finished crying in the corner of his bedroom, and he's now going to take some action. If you require any further information or clarification, please do not hesitate to contact us at your contact information. Oh, okay, he's used a template and not read it. He hasn't filled in the gaps. He's just copy and pasted it. God, it just goes to show that anyone could be a CEO of a company, doesn't it? So yeah, this is a cease and desist that he sent the TikToker for some reason. And it gets even funnier because it carries on saying, "Thank you for your understanding and cooperation in this critical situation. If you choose not to publicly make a statement instructing your followers and fan base to cease and desist." Oh, fucking hell. Cease and desist. Like, how did you get it so wrong when you've clearly copy and pasted this top bit? Could you not have copy and pasted the rest? Because I refuse to believe there's a template that says cease and desist. To cease and desist 100% from their attacks against our staff and company. Every day we have to exhaust time and resources too is just making our case against you further solidified. Yeah, there's zero case. If we're being honest here, alright? You can't sue someone for defamation if they're telling the truth. And what has she lied about? Unfortunately, Diane in Toronto isn't taking down the video and isn't instructing people to stop doing that because why should she? In fact, she's carried on making videos saying, look, I know it's not defamation.
I don't believe it's defamatory because I have proof of your name saying all of those things. All I said was I was trying to be a nice person and look out for your company. I thought you were hacked because nobody in their right mind would leave those comments from a business account, but you did, and you continue to take it further and tell me that bring no economic value to this society or economy or whatever. So yeah, like, I don't believe it's defamatory. I also don't believe you have a legal department because you signed it incorrectly. It says legal department at parchmentpapers.com. You forgot the dot.
Oh yeah, he definitely did not use a lawyer to send that cease and desist in the single slightest. But yeah, also good for you for not taking it down. There's absolutely no reason for you to take it down. You just told your opinions on something that happened. You showed proof that it happened. There's absolutely no reason she should take it down. But yeah, either way, that's gonna be it for the video. An incredibly baffling situation. God knows why he decided to act like this for absolutely no reason. It makes zero sense, but I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please do a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, goodbye.